Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another Minnesota Twins game review. Not the finish that we wanted, going into the All-Star break. We ended up losing, 4-1 today versus the Rangers. It's a tough loss. I mean, we went into extra innings again. This one was only into the 11th inning. It was 1-1 going into the 11th inning, and Alberto Mejia gave up a 3-run home run, a couple of walks, wasn't good, and he ended up paying for it. So we do not finish the sweep, to go into the All-Star break, but we head into the first half of the season with a 56-33 record. I don't care, how well Cleveland's been doing. We are winning the division by, 6.5 games, 6 games, something like that. I said at the beginning of the year, I think maybe you can go find it in a video, I said we're going to win the division 1. But 2, if we are up 5 games at the All-Star break, that is more than enough. We get to play Cleveland 3 games right out of the All-Star break. We're going to knock them down 1, 2, 3, and that'll do it. And as long as we don't get swept, we will be fine. So even if we lose 1 or 2 games, as long as we don't get swept by Cleveland, we'll be perfectly fine. If we could take all 3, that's even better. But no need to worry going into the All-Star break. So let's cover this game. 4-1 was the final score. They hit 10 hits. They had 10 hits. We had 8. They had 2 errors. We had 1. Alberto Mejia is the guy to get the loss, and Kelly is the guy to get the win. You want to talk about scoring? 3 half innings out of the 22 were scoring innings. And let's cover them right now. We're just going to go do this first and then talk about pitching. But we go to the second inning where we scored first. Looking at it, Arraez lined out. Miguel Sano singled. Wow, he singled again. Holy cow. Scope struck out, and Byron Buxton tripled, his 4th triple of the year. So Byron Buxton gets the triple today. Miguel Sano got the triple last night, and that gave us a 1-0 lead. We had opportunities in this game. We just couldn't capitalize on it. That was our only run. They scored in the 4th. We'll cover it right here. Joey Gallo hit a double. Cabrera struck out. Odor struck out. And with 2 outs, the freaking Danny Santana. When was the last time you heard that name as a Twins fan? Goodness sakes, Danny Santana singled, tied the game at 1, and then into the 11th inning when Mejia came in. We had a depleted bullpen already. I'll tell you how that went, of course, with the pitching, but Mazara hit a line out, then Gallo walked, Cabrera walked, and Odor hit a home run. That made it 4-1, and we ended up losing. So it's a tough day, of course, for the Twins if they couldn't win and complete the sweep. But remember, the last 2 days really define us. I'm sure the guys were taking it easier today. I know Texas was taking it easier from what I heard, the past 2 days going into the All-Star break. You don't want to get anybody injured. Take your rest. We won the 2 games. We showed what we were capable of. And I'm sure that, we just had to take a rest today. It was a good lineup and everything, but we've still got Rosario injured, right? He's going to come back. Wade is going to be good if he comes back before Rosario, 10 days or whatever. And we've got, Arraez, the young guy, who's been good for us in this time. So we've got some guys hurt yet, but guys are stepping up. We are going to be fine. Let's talk about pitching. So, like I said, we had a more depleted bullpen today. Gibson only pitched the first inning. That was by design. Gave up 1 hit, struck out 1, and walked 1. Again, that was by design, using him as an opener kind of today. Smeltzer came in and pitched the next 4 1/3 innings. He did fantastic. Struck out 4, walked 1, gave up 5 hits, and only 1 of the runs was earned. That was back in the 4th inning, as I mentioned, but pitched great. And really, you got to give it to Smeltzer. He's done well. Cole Stewart's done well. And Thorpe did really well when he had the opportunity. These guys are getting chances, and they're showing that, okay, if Perez and Pineda leave at some point, right? Not this year, but next year, 2 years. We can develop these guys who are already getting major league experience this season and really start to use them next year and the year after that. And if somebody gets hurt, right? Because all it takes is 1 injury, right? So if, Pineda leaves or Perez leaves in the next couple of years because those guys aren't homegrown, I guess, or that we traded for, specifically for this season, we've got options, and that's great. So he did well. Harper came in, 4 strikeouts in 5 batters faced. How about that? 1 2/3 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts. He looked good today. Littell came in 1 inning, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, but clean otherwise. May pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, and struck out 3. And then we get to Mejia. Mejia really, really struggled, as I said. I want to know what you guys think about Mejia. I liked him at the beginning of the year, but then he started to really slump, and then he got hurt, and then we got him back. He did good in Oakland, but really struggled here today. He's just not consistent. His ERA is up 8.8. Granted, he is in the bullpen, so 1 run is gonna really spike that up. But I don't think he's necessary. I really think we would do better off with Smeltzer or Thorpe in the bullpen as left-handed pitchers. I don't see the value in keeping Mejia, and I don't see him being part of this team that's really going to help us. Is he a quality guy that we could trade for? Yes. He has a good changeup. His fastball gets in there. He's a lefty. I mean, that's a guy that teams could want. Same with Miguel Sano. I view him the same way. Do we need Miguel Sano? In my opinion, no. I know that you guys think differently, and that's totally fine. I love talking to you guys about that. Do I think we need Miguel Sano? I don't. Has he been better? Absolutely, and that is fantastic. But do we need him? I don't think so. But if we can get somebody for him, again, not just for this season, but if we can get somebody long-term, like I've said in the past, Noah Syndergaard. These are just names that I'm going to throw out. Not that they are trade targets or anything, but just somebody that would fit the criteria. Rendon from the Nationals or Syndergaard. Somebody like, I was going to say Gallo, but really not him. Andrus or, Chu, I guess. Even, Odor, looking at some of those guys. Now, again, not that those guys are the pieces that we need, but some guys that, we could use long-term who are very solid. They do their job, right? Does Miguel Sano do his job? Yes, he has been doing his job lately. But again, I just don't see him as the piece we needed. Again, we can have more discussions about that in the comments, but for what it's worth, he's been doing well, and that's all that matters. But it's the same as Mejia. I think we could trade him and get away with it, and it would be fine. McGill came in, pitched the last out, and he struck him out. That was it. That's all we needed to do. But let's talk about hitting again. I think we just took it easy today. We had chances. That's the biggest thing. We went 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position, and we left 10 on base. They went 2 for 14 and left 9 on base. So again, just not a very good day by either side. And sometimes you have those days. Kepler went 1 for 5. His average now down to 263. That's not bad by any means for a leadoff guy, because we're going to push him as our leadoff guy going into the All-Star break. But 263, that's a solid number. Cave came in to run for him, and nothing happened. He's got a 176 average, though. I don't think we'll need him after the All-Star break. But, hey, he almost got the job done today running on the bases, but Cruz having a 400-foot out just doesn't help in the bottom of the 10th inning. Polanco went 0 for 5 today. Cruz went 0 for 3 with 2 walks. Garver went 2 for 5 with 2 strikeouts. Gonzalez went 0 for 5, and you can just tell all these numbers, right? It's like a hit, no hits, a hit, no hits, 2 hits, no hits, no hits. It's just nothing we could really string together, So Gonzalez 0 for 5. Arraez 1 for 5. It came in the 11th inning when we had the chance to make the comeback. It just didn't work. Sano went 2 for 4 today. Had the best day of any Twin. He had a double and a single. Like I said, the single he came around to score on, and the double he got the double. And then Scope went 1 for 5. Buxton went 1 for 5 or 1 for 4 with the RBI triple, as I mentioned. So that pretty much covers the game today. Again, I wouldn't be too worried. We lost today's game. So what? We got the 2 games yesterday and the day before, which really show how good this Twins team is, how good they're capable of doing. Cleveland did win today. They don't freaking ever lose. They are 50-38 now. So what is that? Geesh, that is 5.5 games back, I think. It is a little bit scary. I'm not gonna lie, but we're still 5 games up. We get to play them 3 times, and we'll knock them right back down. So nothing to worry about here, I would think, and we can just hope for the best. Getting everybody back from this All-Star break, take a nice break, and then come back ready to go against Cleveland. We get a pretty easy schedule from here on out, not going to lie. June was tough, right? June was tough. July has started out tough, but now it's a lot of AL Central opponents. They play us well, but they're not as good as, the teams like the Rangers or Oakland or, the Yankees or something. We do get them again, but you know what I'm saying. So we got to really hold our own here in the stretch of the season. This is when it gets really good. This is when baseball gets really exciting. So it should be fun. Again, thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're a Twins fan. If you like what I'm doing here, I want to know what you're thinking down in the comments below. Let me know. But if you missed yesterday's video, click above my head. Thank you so much for watching. Let's have a great All-Star break. I'll have a lot more videos coming this weekend or this break now that there is that 4-day break. So prepare for that. That's all I got for you today. Make sure to come back tomorrow, and we'll see you then.